Okay.
To answer the video title right away, I am completely average in aiming. The highlights you saw, of course, they're nice, but they're nothing flashy, and they're nothing terrible either. And so I feel like it's fit for me to say that I'm average. Now, this video is not meant to be super informative about aiming, but rather my experiences and challenges when adjusting to mouse and keyboard. I only switched to it, well, 3.5 years ago, and my prior FPS experience to this is playing on console for the majority of my life. If you want more informative content about aiming or just PC gaming in general or gaming peripherals, you can go check out Optimum. He does amazing experiments as well as testing for a variety of things. And he's also just a very cracked aimer in general. If you want pure aiming or more focused on aiming, you can go check out Viscos. I've been enjoying their content a lot recently, and they're holy shit, what the fuck? My apologies, they are very good at aiming. Shit. And they are much more qualified to talk about the subject than me. So please go check those two out if you don't know about them already. One more thing to be fully transparent. Technically, I have used aim trainers. I've used aim labs for 40 hours over my 3.5 years of playing FPS on PC. And while 40 hours is pretty far away from zero, I never really trained like that. It's more bursts and trying aim labs to see if it really worked for me or not. I have all of my aiming experience from the games I play. I could never really get on aim labs consistently to truly reap any benefits really from it. The types of games will obviously impact what sort of aspects of aiming you use, as there's crosshair placement, there's micro adjustments, there's tracking, there's flicking, etc. I'm saying etc. because I don't know any more examples. Moving on though, the games I play currently are Destiny 2, Valorant, and Apex Legends. Despite public backlash, opinion, as well as developer choices, these 3 games satisfy something that no other games have quite done for me before. 2 to 3 games I mentioned, Destiny 2 and Apex Legends, gives you a full body aiming experience, if that makes sense. In both games you can work on your flicking, you can work on your tracking, your verticality, your horizontality, I think that's how you say it, your crosshair placement, and it gives such a full body experience. Valorant, besides crosshair placement and flicking, gives away my sanity. I'm kidding, all 3 of them do. What am I talking about? Okay, so I've gotten the introductory stuff out of the way, I've gotten my background and where I'm coming from out of the way, as well as introduce you to 2 amazing YouTubers on the subject, and there will be more at the end because, man, there's some I just remembered as well as came across in my time recording this, and they're amazing. So with everything settled, let's get on to my challenges when adjusting to mouse and keyboard that I still face to this day. The biggest challenges, or even just challenge, I'd say is shot confirmation and hand-eye coordination in general. When I say it like that, it's very vague, so let me describe it a little further. It's when I'm looking at the enemy and my crosshair is near the enemy, but I fire, where I don't necessarily want it to be. It's a little too soon or it's a little too late. My mouse in my hand just ever so slightly lag behind my eyes and my brain. My theory on this is that I'm used to being lazy. Because of playing FPS on console for so long and being used to aim assist with the controller, it's caused my brain to be less precise with my shot confirmation as well as just general tracking. I'm sure what I just mentioned isn't the sole source of my issues, but I think it is a contributor to them. There are many debates on aim assist, and my stance is that mouse and keyboard provides you with so much more control, and I think it's a better input for that. Coming from somebody who's been on controller for basically their whole life. I do agree though, there are some instances where aim assist is just actually egregious, like, what the hell is that, dude? What the hell is that? Quick side note here, I am aware that 2 of the games I play have dedicated ranges, Valorant and Apex Legends, and while I do utilize them for warm-ups, again, I really aim trained with them. I find that Deathmatch and TDM suit me more for that. Also, I don't think it gives as much as an in-depth experience as something like aim labs from what I've seen. So while it is working on my mouse mechanics and aim mechanics, not nearly to the extent of an aim trainer. I think either way though, aim training or not, I still have a lot of room for improvement. I probably should get on aim training, because like, look at this, ew, but the ew, what is that? Ew, ew, get it, ew, we're not seeing that again. Like I said, and like you've seen, a lot of improvement is still needed and still needs to be worked on. So this year I'm looking forward to greatly improve my mechanics with a consistent aim routine and using aim trainers this time, and not crapping out on them like a New Year's resolution. To be honest, I think I'm where I'm at in these games largely due to my game sense. Without it, I think I'd be a lot lower. Valorant, I watch a ton of videos on from so many different creators because I'm so invested in its esports scene as well as just trying to improve that game. It's like masochism times 10. Apex Legends, I have a good buddy of mine who is a former Apex Predator and has much more knowledge of the game than I do, so I just follow his lead. That's how I can accumulate that. And the Destiny franchise as a whole, I'd say I played for 7 years on console and took a break. Now I'm back, of course. And the same rules for outplaying somebody still apply. It's just a different mechanical input. If you're curious about the ranks, it's Peak Diamond 3 for Valorant, Gold 3 right now for Destiny 2, and Gold 4 for Apex Legends actually. Game sense is an entirely different topic that warrants its own video, and if enough people want to see it, I will make it, but this is about aiming and my experiences with it, so I will back off the topic for now. So with describing my challenges out of the way as well as my respective ranks for each of my games, I would like to tell you about my mice. I'm actually very excited to tell you about them because they're very different, if you can see, and I'm looking to get a new mouse right now. Also, please don't mind this part. Don't mind my desk mess, please. Or my dirty ass mouse pad. As I said, you're probably gonna pay attention to everything I just said more. Damn it. If that's the case, I want you to notice your breathing. Yes, I am indeed evil like that. My first ever mouse was an Ergo mouse. This one is the Palm Shoulder Custom. I wanted it because having the comfortability and trying to palm a mouse, I thought that'd be very great. And for comfortability, it's amazing. But for performance, I just didn't really find any there for me. Or I guess I felt limited by the way I was using the mouse and wanted to claw something. I can't claw this and I can't fingertip it technically. I bought it to palm it, so there you go. So the next mouse I opted for was an egg shape. This is the Fantech Aria. I've had this for over a year, and the reason why is because my hands are 18 by 9.5 centimeters, so I have wider hands than longer hands. So I thought this egg shape would be perfect, and it's very comfortable, and I performed well on it, but I wanted to try something new. And that's where the Keychron M4 comes in. Just a baby mouse, man. It's a tiny ass mouse. You see that? You can do a little goo goo gaga on that shit. Like, seriously, it's really, really small. But for fingertip, it's amazing. In my experience, this mouse is only meant to be used for fingertip unless you have really small hands. But I liked it for a while, and it trains my finger muscles because it forced me to use fingertip. I'm saying fingertip a lot anyways. It's a great mouse, but once I held this again, the Fantech Aria, I realized how much I miss that stability and just comfort. When it comes to mice, of course you want good specs, of course you want a good shape for performance, but you also want a good shape for comfortability. And so that's why I'm looking for a new mouse right now. This gives me good comfort and decent performance. This gives me really good comfort. Meh performance. This one gives me pretty good performance, but meh comfort. Right now I'm looking at the Pulsar X2H Mini because it's on sale right now and the shape looks very superb. Of course though, the company that makes that mouse has been plagued by QC issues in the past, and I think might still be from what I've been reading. So it's a gamble. But 99% of gamblers quit before they win. Big brain. I'm gonna tap my head, but you can't see it. Big brain. So yes, these are my mice. I like them. Let's get to shouting out some other YouTubers that I think you'll find useful. Before I go, I would like to point you in the directions of D-Dashi, Westproder, and Struth Gaming. They all have really good advice and their content. And D-Dashi specifically actually has a video called I learned how to aim train without actually aim training, and I think it's another video you can watch from somebody who also didn't really aim train like me, and I think that's really cool, so please go check that out. There are definitely more creators and coaches out there for aiming, but these are the ones that I found and I liked, so yeah. If you have any others, please put them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe. It sounds very cliche me saying that, but we're giving this a try. If you want to see any specific content, please comment it below. I will try to explore those as well as the content I'm going to be making on top of that already. With that, I'll be out. Peace.